Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin, and welcome to your post-match reaction, your match review. Panathinaikos 1, Chelsea 4. I didn't expect this to be such an easy game. It ended up being a very, very easy game. I thought there was going to be a lot more fight from Panathinaikos, but not to be. Look, without further ado, we're not going to spend too much time talking about all the other nitty-gritty stuff and leave, not talking about Mudryk enough. We're going to start things off with Mykhailo Mudryk. I have to say, man of the match performance, definitely man of the match performance, and what a masterclass, 100%. Look, it is Panathinaikos. We need to be very, very careful how much we hype this game, this performance, but you can only do what you can. What's been put in front of you right now. Panathinaikos is the challenge that was put in front of Mudryk, and he absolutely grabbed it with both hands. And look, excellent all up, bar maybe a couple of moments here and there where he probably made a wrong decision, but you're not going to get every decision right in the final third. His assist for Joao Felix's goal, first half, brilliant, lovely. First, he enters the box brilliantly with his pace, and then he delivers a brilliant pass to Joao Felix to tap that in. And then in the second half, he enters the box. He arrives into the box, leaps up, and gets that header, the cross from Pedro Neto. Lovely link-up play between Pedro Neto and Dewsbury-Hall. Dewsbury-Hall, by the way, wasn't even in the game, but that was the only moment where Pedro Neto linked up with Dewsbury-Hall and was able to find a ball through to Pedro Neto again, and then Pedro Neto with a beautiful cross, which then allowed for Mykhailo Mudryk to get that header. So, look, and he probably could have got another assist, Mudryk, with that square ball that he played for Enzo Fernandez, I believe, in the second half as well. And Mudryk in recent times has been doing well. Internationally, at the international level as well, he scored a goal and he's been playing well there. Last game, just before the international break for Chelsea, the Nottingham Forest, that cross for Nkunku, don't forget, he almost got the assist for that. He should have got the assist for that. So Mudryk, maybe there's something brewing there. Post-match, Enzo Maresca coming out in the press conference saying that, look, yes, he is developing, but he's slower than others. This is not my words. When I say that Mudryk is probably not in Chelsea's plan and we're going to maybe look to shift him out on a loan or maybe sell him next summer, maybe a loan in January, it's not just my words. It's what the club's doing. He wasn't even in the squad against Liverpool. And now Maresca coming out in post-match conference saying that is a little bit slower in terms of grasping information and in terms of developing than others. This is the problem. And Maresca has been quite ruthless and brutal about his commentary towards Mudryk since he's arrived at Chelsea Football Club. Look, I've said it always. Mudryk has got the skill set, the underlying skill set is quite good. Like, there is a player there. But the issue with Mudryk is the consistency. In recent times, we're seeing some consistency. Now we want to see this consistency for a prolonged period, right? If he does get the opportunity, he first needs to make it to the team. And then whenever he does come off the bench or gets the start, he needs to make it count. Today, 100% against Panathinaikos, he made it count. He made sure that he's going to leave a performance that's going to be able to, it'll allow him to put his hand up and say, hey, Gaffer, consider me as well for the Newcastle game. So let's see what happens against Newcastle if he's actually chosen to be in the bench or even start. We shall see. But this performance does put others on notice, like your players like Sancho, players like even Pedro Neto, who sometimes plays on that left side. It does put them on notice that, hey, you got to perform. And this is the thing. We need wingers to perform. Our wingers can't just be tippy-tappy pass, making themselves look good. You got to score goals. You got to arrive. Enzo Maresca said post-match, we are trying our best for our wingers to arrive into the box and score goals. And this is what Mudryk did with that header goal that he scored today against Panathinaikos. Look, man of the match performance for me, top performance for me in this conference league. Some people are saying maybe this is his level. Look, it is what it is. As I said, I expected a little bit more from Panathinaikos. They disappeared after 20 minutes. First 20 minutes, Panathinaikos looked like they were sharp. They were looking to compete. And I thought emotionally charged off the back of one of the players, George Baldock, passing away recently. I thought, they're going to be emotionally charged for the rest of the game, but 20 minutes is all they had. And then once we scored, it was lights out. We're a little bit lazy in the first half, but we came back in the second half with all guns blazing and took care of them. Second player I want to talk about is Joao Felix, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of goals for him, a couple of really nice, well-taken goals. First one was an assist from Mudryk, a nice tap-in. Second one, I think, was a deflected goal. But once again, that was assist from Mudryk as well. Mudryk got 2 assists, by the way. He got 2 assists and a goal. So, rightly so, he's man of the match. Joao Felix, 2 goals for him. But overall, I need more from Joao. If you're gonna look to dislodge Cole Palmer in the Premier League, which, look, it's probably not going to happen, but even if you're looking to shift Cole Palmer to the right and maybe play Joao Felix in the middle, I need more from Joao Felix. A lot more cutthroat, decisive decisions, decisive passes, not just looking really good on the ball, but it needs to materialize into something special. So need a lot more from Joao Felix, but kudos to him to get 2 goals. And once again, hopefully he gets some level of opportunity in the Premier League. He was another player that was in the bench against Liverpool, but was not even used. So look, big up to Joao Felix. Third player that I want to talk about, some of the defensive players. Look, Benoit Badiashile. I know I always say Benoit. This game was a good game from him. Badiashile had a really good game. Disasi had a really good game. Jorgensen didn't have to do much. We conceded. I knew we were always going to concede. Pellistri scored for them. But he didn't have too much to do except for that one save that he did in the first half. Open header for someone in the far post when they were taking the corner. And that was a really good save. Besides, I didn't really have to do anything else. Renato Vega was strong defensively and on the ball, looked really good. Cucurella is probably the third player that I want to mention. Simply amazing. Just like Renato Vega. Renato Vega was everywhere. Left back, centre back, midfield. Similarly, Cucurella was everywhere as well. Up front, sometimes playing as a number 10, definitely in centre midfield. Cucurella, the only thing is that everyone's getting worried that now that he's played a whole 90 minutes, is he going to be available for Newcastle? He has to. He's our best inverted player. He needs to play. Reece James comes in for Disasi as a RCB. Back 3, Reece James, Levi Colwell, potentially Wesley Fofana. And then you've got Cucurella, who's going to be a left back and going to be inverting back in. That's how I picture. A lot of people are saying maybe Malo Gusto might get an opportunity. We shall see. So, massive game from Cucurella and Renato Vega. Look, Pedro Neto, first half wasn't good at all. Was getting beaten by some 33-year-old right back from Panathinaikos. But in the second half, a lot better. Got himself that assist. Dewsbury-Hall. Keenan Dewsbury-Hall is probably the only one that I didn't notice. And I'm not really sure what his role is in this squad. If you're not getting noticed in the Conference League, then it's big trouble. Oh, how can I forget? Sorry. So the first one was, first proper highlight was definitely Mudryk, Joao Felix. Third probably should be Enzo Fernandez and then Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez, ladies and gentlemen, relegated to Conference League, probably not going to play in the Premier League. He's probably going to be in the bench. I fully expect Caicedo and Romeo Lavia to take care of it in the Premier League. But this game in the Conference League, it looks like the physicality and the fast pace in the Premier League probably bothers him a little bit, especially the athleticism side of things. This game, he was brilliant, Enzo Fernandez. He was everywhere. He was defending. He was, recovering. He was on the ball. He was looking for, long passes, threaded passes on the ground. And he was always there. He was always available. Building up, he was always available. Going forward, he was consistently part of good movements for us. So overall, for me, Enzo Fernandez had a really good game. He just needs to now work on how can he physically impose himself in the Premier League, because that's the most important thing. Because a fit Romeo Lavia is going to be hard to dislodge. And the combination between Romeo Lavia and Caicedo is the one that seems to bring the most balance for us in midfield. So, and both of those players didn't play in this match. You best believe they're going to play against Newcastle. Some good substitutions, some good minutes from Tyreek George. Highlighting Tyreek George, I think there's a serious player there. Young kid from the academy. I think we might have unearthed a really good player. A lot of people were saying he was a bit selfish. Look, I need my wingers to be more cutthroat and attack attack the box, and he was doing that. Yeah, he could have passed. He could have been a little bit less, selfish, but that's going to come in time. I think what we need to look at with this young kid is, once again, the underlying skill set of this player is immense. Tyreek George is someone that I think has a big future at Chelsea Football Club, and we might have just unearthed someone special again. So let's see what his future holds and how his development goes. Very impressed with Tyreek George. Some other players came on. Cassidy came on. Chukwuemeka came on quite late. Both, especially Cassidy, I really do like the looks of him. Some people got a bit irate. Why did he come on before Chukwuemeka? Look, Chukwuemeka's time at Chelsea Football Club is also coming to an end. Sad. I've got high hopes on Chukwuemeka. He's a good player. Injuries killed his time at Chelsea, and now looks like he's surplus to requirements. Mark Gui came off the bench, was okay, nothing special, and some other players, bits and pieces, came off the bench as well. Overall, look, fantastic performance from Chelsea, dominating performance from Chelsea, good starting lineup, good plan from Enzo Maresca, all up, good management as well in that game. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, this particular match. We're gonna see Panathinaikos compete, but they absolutely didn't. 20 minutes is all they had in the first half, and after that they capitulated, and we took full control of the match. And nice 3 points in the Conference League. I believe we are second in the Conference League or something like that, in the league table. We needed this victory. Off the back of that loss against Liverpool, we needed this victory, and now we take this momentum to the Premier League. Newcastle up next, and we need to beat Newcastle at home at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be a lot more rotated. A lot of other players will come on. By the way, Nkunku scored as well. Nkunku scored a penalty, but besides that, I didn't see much of Nkunku as well. So, you best believe Nicholas Jackson is going to start against Newcastle, and probably Mudryk will start as well. Pedro Neto played, and Pedro Neto is a particular player I don't think is able to play in close proximity, back-to-back matches, and he's played, I think, 60 minutes over here as well, and he's got an injury background too. So yeah, look, overall, very satisfied as a Chelsea fan. Lots of goals, good performance from Mudryk, good performance from Joao Felix, Enzo Fernandez, and many others. Defensively, some really good performance as well. Now move on to Newcastle, where we must win. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts of the match in the comment section, how you saw the match. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.